Alright guys, so we are closing in on the 300 million download celebration, where we are going to be getting an LR Super Saiyan Gohan that transforms into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and we're going to be getting an LR Perfect Form Cell that transforms into Perfect Cell, right? So both of those are, very important to keep in mind. Now, I don't know why, but there are people out there who don't think these are going to be LRs, but it was confirmed on the live stream that these units are indeed going to be LRs. So it is going to be dual LR DOKKANFEST. Now, there's a lot of speculation we could have about these units. The main two things I want to focus on in this video with LR Gohan and LR Cell is not only what their leader skills might be, but what their categories will be as well. Those are really the two big things I want to focus on today, right? So, my guess for what we'll probably see for Gohan is, I think that Gohan could be a hybrid Saiyan leader, and then he also could be a Super Saiyan 2 leader. I think those two things combined would probably give us what I think Gohan will be, and that would be, Alright, so, if we just look at his categories, right? So, let's just take a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So, he's on Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Goku Family, and Youth. Yep, the DOKKANFEST LR is going to have all of those. Add on to that, he will definitely have Super Saiyan, right? Because, the way it's going to start out, he's going to be in this form right here. He's going to be Super Saiyan Gohan Youth, right? When you have these characters that transform, they do end up on all of the categories of that transformation that they take on the card. Look at LR Tech Broly, for example. He's on the Super Saiyan category team because, as his, normal non-transformed version, he is indeed in the Super Saiyan form. So, we're going to see Gohan on this category as well. So, you could give him those four right there, plus Super Saiyan. Then, again, I think we're going to get a new category, Super Saiyan 2, and then I do think the Cell Saga category is another one. So, this Gohan really could end up on 7 category teams, I think. And then, maybe, the guesses I have for Cell and Gohan aren't completely accurate, and it might be a different type of category, but, Gohan at least could end up on as many as 7 different category teams. So, number one, the Hybrid Saiyan team is ridiculously good, right? It's just, I find that SCR Ultimate Gohan himself is a really bad leader for the team. He just doesn't work very well on the team. It does hurt that a majority of the good Hybrid Saiyan units are, in fact, Super Saiyan units. And then you have Ultimate Gohan, who's not going to share that 10% Super Saiyan attack link. That does hurt the team. And then, Gohan only has shocking speed as well. Again, further hurting the team because there's a lot of really good prepared for battle units out there. So if we take a new Gohan who could have prepared for battle and shocking speed and Super Saiyan and fierce battle, and all of a sudden the Hybrid Saiyan team is going to be a lot more cohesive, then if it's, you get 170% attack too, I think that makes the team a lot more viable. From what I've found, units definitely seem to perform the best when the leader skill is HP and attack 170%, and defense only needs to be 130%, because the majority of the time I've found that a unit, if a unit has good defense or not, usually the difference between 170 and 130%, doesn't seem to make that big of a difference, right? I found that sometimes it is quite annoying to only have 130% HP, because you're talking about going from maybe around 600k HP if, you got the right units, to down at 400k HP. So a huge, massive difference. That's a super attack in, Super Battle Road or the Legendary Goku event or something like that. So we get rid of Ultimate Gohan, boom, and then all of a sudden, you got LR Gohan and Goten. You're going to have LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who you will be able to use. This Gohan down here is going to be getting an EZA. You're just going to have a very, very strong team. Again, you could take LR Gohan and Goten, and then maybe toss in, movie support Gohan just on a rotation with them. Boom, Gohan and Goten will perform very, very well. And then here's the thing. So, let's say that Gohan is going to have a Super Saiyan 2 category. There are some really good Super Saiyan 2s including the best unit in the game. Khalifa and Kale is on there. So, I've already played around with it. Khalifa and Kale and Gohan and Goten, they do function pretty decently as a rotation. It's just one of those things like it wouldn't work the best in something like Super Battle Road, I guess, because, a lot of times those fights are quicker, right? If you're going through a Dokkan event, like Khalifa and Kale and Gohan and Goten, they're both building up ki every time they attack, and both of those units can attack, up to 4 times a turn. Khalifa and Kale can get even higher than that, so they can easily build up their ki. But, you've got that unit on there. All these Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, all of them will work on the team since Gohan starts out as a Super Saiyan 1. We got the Great Saiyaman cards. I mean, this guy's a good support type unit, but, the physical one probably is not needed. This guy's a good support type unit. Now, we don't really have a crazy, Goku. That's the thing. Of all the amazing, cards we have, Super Saiyan 2 Goku is not really one of them. So, maybe eventually a transforming or something like that. But by the way, transforming Goku would be a card that would be on there. That's one reason those transforming cards are have even more value, is because, that Goku is on Realm of Gods. He's on Super Saiyan 3. He'll be on Super Saiyan 2 if they get one. And then he's already on Super Saiyan. So that makes him really good on a lot of different teams. This Goku is very, very good, even though he's free to play. Let me see what else we got here. Kale, Kefla is solid. This AGL Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta has gotten a monster buff recently. Transforming Vegeta will be on there. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma, I presumably would be on there. Sometimes, the fact that Bulma's on the card might hurt it, but I would bet he's on there. Majin Vegeta cards, all of them should be on there. And then this Trunks right here, I feel like now is the time to give him a Dokkan Awakening. Yeah, this is the time right here. Now this is really a unit, a character that does not exist in the series. This is basically Trunks from the Cell Saga in Super Saiyan 2, which he does not do. Even when he goes back to the future and takes on the androids, he does not go Super Saiyan 2. He doesn't bring out Super Saiyan 2 until Dragon Ball Super, but obviously this is not a Dragon Ball Super card, but, this guy definitely could be good. I mean, they could make him, I don't know, Cell Saga category support 40%, boom, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely possible. But I do think Gohan would work incredibly well as that, team. Hybrid Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 2, there's not as many units as you'd think, but you could easily give the Super Saiyan 2 170% across the board. Hybrid Saiyans could get even 150% across the board, and that team would be very, very good. That'd be a really fun team to use, and then Gohan himself obviously would be spectacular. Now, next we have Cell. Now, Cell, I think easy we could give him Artificial Life Form category and then also the Cell Saga. You give him those two things and then boom, we're at that point we're good to go. That would be a very impressive team. Let's just say, Cell Saga is one of his categories. Number 1, you have both of the new LRs, Gohan and Cell, so however ridiculous they are, maybe they end up being the 2 best units in the game, and Kale and Khalifa get bumped down to 3rd best unit in the game. It could happen. It definitely could happen. So at that point, on Cell's team, you would have, the 2 best units on the game. It could be insane. Or, maybe Gohan has the Cell Saga category, whichever one. And the Cell Saga is not as strong as you'd think, but I'm sure we're going to get an avalanche of new cards for the Cell Saga. There probably will be some of the Z fighters from the actual Cell games who will be, either free-to-play units or something. I'm sure we're very likely to get, a Cell Junior, some other things released. So here's some of the good units that we have right now for the Cell Saga. I might have missed 1 or 2, but these are just the quick ones I thought off the top of my head, really strong units that would be on the Cell Saga, right? This guy's not yet on Global, but he is eventually going to come. This first form Cell is quite good. He's actually pretty good. Obviously, LR Gohan we just looked at. LR Physical Cell, this guy is probably going to have a really, really close link set to what the DOKKANFEST LR Cell is going to have. So they're going to be really, really good next to each other. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but he's still, one of the probably 25 best units in the game or something like that. He's very, very good. So he'll definitely be strong on that team. LR Trunks, I gotta imagine they're gonna include the Android Saga and Cell Saga together. It would only make sense. So this guy, of course, would be quite good. I guess if you're talking about a running partner for him too, probably the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan would work very well because I think there's a good chance Gohan is going to have Prepare for Battle and Shocking Speed. So him and this Trunks could be a strong, like, 1-2 duo. So, this Trunks continues to live on. Very, very good unit. I have LR Gohan again here. And then DOKKANFEST Piccolo, who, again, is not yet out on Global, but, he is eventually going to come. Although, for Global, I would imagine, like, Piccolo is probably not going to come till way later. But maybe they could swap Piccolo and, like, Super Saiyan Goku or something like that and just bring Piccolo super early. I guess that would be good for Global. Actually, they probably should do that, actually. Like, Global will have LR Cell and LR Gohan, and then they're, let's say JP's next Dokkan Fest after that is I don't know, Evolution Blue Vegeta. I don't know, just throwing some random thing out there. Oh, it'll probably, well, whatever, just a random thing, right? And then, Global can then get, like, Dokkan Fest Piccolo, and then continue to take care of a lot of the Android Cell Saga stuff, and then maybe start to move backwards and then go into, like, Super Saiyan Goku and stuff like that. I do think that would work. Now, one issue with Piccolo on this team, though, by the way, is, listen, unless they release a Dende card, Piccolo's the only Namekian you're going to get, so you're not even going to be able to use his transformation, which requires 2 Namekian characters on the team, so there's a good chance you're not even going to be able to do that. Piccolo is still good like this, but I don't know that I would say he's great. I feel like Rainbow level, he maybe he's around like 1.7 million. He has very high attack, which is one reason he could do good damage even with only the 100% attack buff, right? He's got good defense. His defense still does infinitely stack, and he shows you where super attacks are, but he's not like, some ridiculous crazy LR type unit until he transforms. This right here, this Piccolo, you can make the case that once Piccolo transforms, this is the best TUR in the game. Like, this guy is actually, like, yeah, he's, like, better than Janemba. Like, it's stupid. Because you're factoring in, like the fact that usually, you're raising your defense before you transform, but even not, he's got 120% defense, and then he reduces damage by 40%. Like, it's crazy. Then he greatly raises attack, high chance of stunning, he heals, he shows you where super attacks are. This Piccolo probably is the best, like, TUR, but, when you combine the fact that you are going to be in this one a little bit, like, I wouldn't consider him the best TUR in the game, and how difficult it is to actually get to this form, right? Like, if you could just take his transformation and run it separately, sky's the limit for that team. But anyway, so Cell, right? I'm thinking Cell, Saga, and Artificial Life Form. If we pull up, I want to pull up one of the perfect cells, and then I also want to pull up Cell Perfect Form to look at what he might have for categories. So, number 1, I do think this LR Cell will be on full power, right? Because, it was stated that he's going to transform. So, he's going to, have the electricity around him. He does the Solar Kamehameha as part of his active skill, right? So he's going to be on full power. So both Gohan and Cell are going to be on full power, by the way. So full power continues to just be crazy. You have so many monsters on here now. Like, again, let's say Gohan and Cell are going to be the 2 best units in the game. If that's true, you would have the 4 best units in the game on the same category team, full power. Like, that would be real interesting. So, full power is definitely a team that's really starting to look pretty good. But, so Cell, Revived Warriors, yeah, I have to imagine he's going to end up on there. He doesn't start out, like, he's going to start out as Cell Perfect Form, so maybe they don't give him Revived Warriors. Hard to tell, I guess. He'll definitely be on full power, Androids, Transformation Boost, Time Traveler, Artificial Life Form, all of those. Now, Artificial Life Form, maybe some people aren't aware, but I've been saying this a lot lately. The Artificial Life Form team, secretly, is, like, really disgusting. Like, especially after some of these recent EZAs, like, again, not yet on Global, but, like, this Metal Cooler EZA, he is such an animal. Like, 3 key to extreme class, 40% defense, 30% attack, then he has 50% attack and defense on himself, and then he has ridiculous stats, 16,000 attack and 11,000 defense. Like, this Metal Cooler is, like, absolutely disgusting. Like, he's one of the first units you put on the team. So, you have him, and then, a lot of these other units, you can fill it up with different Cell type units, right? LR Physical Cell, LR First Form Cell, yeah, shoot. Throw Super Baby 2 on there, throw EZA SDR Cell. Well, again, Global doesn't have him, but, you know, you could rock Tech Easy A Cell or the Int Easy A Cell on Global. I think the SCR one's a little better than them, but I don't think Int Cell and Tech Cell are completely overshadowed, right? But I do think SCR Cell is the best of the three. So Cell's going to look like very, very good. I just, you know, I think the fact that Cell has an attack with his active skill, that to me really makes it possible that he becomes the best unit in the game. He's better than Gohan. Because, you know, Gohan's active skill is just his transformation. Having that, like, extra free attack is just a very, very, very powerful mechanic. And now, like, we have, like, pretty much good characters of every Cell, right? Because this is going to be a Cell Perfect Form card, so we'll X that one out. And like, you could run, like, a full Cell team. Like, these are all good. The only thing I guess we still need is probably a second form Cell. But that's not really that big of a deal. You know, maybe they could finally awaken the 40% type units. And, like, you could make this Cell, you know, he could give, let's say, 40% to Extreme Tech. And then he gives 40% to Cell Saga as well. Something like that. Or 40% to Artificial Life Form. Like, I do think them awakening those type units like that is something they've got to do. So hopefully we see that coming soon. But, yo, let me know what you guys think of my two guesses, really, for what these units are going to look like, right? So, you know, I'm thinking Cell will probably be like, you know, Artificial Life Form and Cell Saga. And then Gohan, you know, Super Saiyan 2 and Hybrid Saiyans. If we get that, you know, we badly needed the upgrade to Hybrid Saiyans. That gets taken care of. Artificial Life Form needed a better leader. And not that Baby's a bad leader, but he's only 130%, right? We want, like, a real big category buff leader skill for that team. We get that. So then, like, you know, we're probably going to move into, like, a Buu Saga stuff, like, after this on JP. Very likely, I would say. And then, you know, maybe a base form Vegito that transforms into Super Vegito. And then he's, like, a better, like, version of a Majin Buu arc leader or something like that. Like, we get a better Buu arc leader. Like, I like what Dokkan is doing. Like, we're really fixing a lot of these category teams that were, you know, a little weaker, you know, kind of had some holes on them. I think Gohan and Cell are really, really good options to really, really fix a lot of these teams. So let me know what you guys think of my two guesses for Cell and then, of course, also Gohan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.